Hello and welcome back to the case. Excuse me, wow. The case of the Golden Idol. We are back here ready to go with scenario 6, and boy, scenario 5 was quite a doozy, wasn't it? I am refreshed. It is a new day, and I'm ready to dive into a new scenario. We learned a lot. I learned a lot about how they can really hide some sneaky things in these scenarios. So I'm going to be paying close attention for this next one. So I hope you guys are excited to follow along. Let's get into it. The explosive events in the forest cabin. Oh, I love this setting. This is a very different setting than the last scenario. Burkham Workhouse is written on the cart. There's a satchel in the cart. Henchman for hire in the Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker. Oakwood Gang brawler, robber. Hardy Abe. Burkham Workhouse brawler has a cart. I mean, that must be the person who has the cart here? Hang on, let me turn the game audio down just a little bit. Okay. Hardy Abe, interesting, has a cart. Little Billy. Hobbs Gang burglar, enters through chimneys. Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn burglar, picklock. All right, so we're at the Timberbrook, are we not? Why did I think that? I don't know. Timberbrook Inn burglar, picklock. A box of confectionery. Okay. Different hats. Interesting. This one looks like taco. Fish taco. Top hat with a flower. Silly, goofy jester hat looking thing. This hat has a flower. This hat looks like it has a palm tree coming off of it. And this looks like a purse with a flower. Interesting. And this is all in the satchel here in this person who arrived. Okay. Oh yeah, Timberbrook region. That's where I heard it. Okay, Timberbrook Inn burglar. All right, so we got 4 suspects right away here. I'm going to try to keep this in mind. We've got their names logged right here. Why are there 7 of them? Billy. Okay, Little Billy, and Billy's also the first name. Who's Hobbs? Hobbs Gang burglar. Timberbrook Inn burglar. Burkham Workhouse brawler. So Hardy Abe is probably the one who's here because this is Burkham Workhouse. Okay. All right, let's go inside. If this is the inn, I don't know, but hey, I recognize your face. Someone's dead over here in this. Is this a tub? All right, let's gather info here. This clue. Okay, so there's like a scarecrow and a dead body atop this little coffin thing for a scarecrow. The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. So he's alive. I recognize this face. I don't remember who it is. What has he got on him? I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. What? Edmund Cloudsley, what are you up to? So Edmund Cloudsley hired this guy with all this money, I would assume, to kill something. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick, before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. Workhouse geezers. But he's all passed out, so someone prevented... Seems like she might have prevented him from achieving this goal. Oh, good thing we clicked on that. Scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Key. And a loaded pistol. Alright, interesting, interesting. Alright. Hello, I recognize you. See if I can remember her name off the bat here. Lucia Smith? Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keene, gentleman robber, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the fifth robbery by the infamous gentleman who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. Well, look at that new hat. It's got a tail and a feather and a gun. Wow. The reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to 100 pounds. All right, just out of curiosity, let's see if the hat image is here. This one sort of looks like it. Keep that in mind. But it's got little differences, I think. All right, okay, so let me just recap real quick. I don't want to miss anything. Why would she have this on her? Maybe she's trying to be aware? Or she has found him and wants the reward. I will say, this guy's got a hat right here. And he's masked. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Okay, this is the cabin. This is like a secret cabin of Edmund Cloudsley. Let's go get his name. Mr. David Goron, you are in charge of all security and arms. All right. Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. You must sacrifice your life if it is poison. Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. So that's the dog's names. That must be Golden Doubloon. Edmund Cloudsley. Okay, so this is like a secret cabin that they're in charge of as well here. Okay. Fair enough. Who's this little? Is this little Pip? Go, Coin, go! Coin. That wasn't the dog's name. Golden Doubloon. Maybe Coin is a nickname? Rawr. He's kind of cute. Sorta. In a weird way. Alright. Hello, sir. What do you have on you? Ah! Okay, he's got a sword. A sword. Piece of candy. A wrapped piece of confectionery. Okay. Aha! He has a ring with a ruby. And a loaded pistol. It's good to know that it's loaded. Let me see where the confectionery was. So he must have come on here. So is he Hardy Abe? Workhouse Brawler. Maybe. He also kind of looks like the description in her book here. Walter Keene. He kind of looks like that. I mean, the hat, the mask, everything. But he seems surprised here. What is he freaking out about? Let's find out. I think we got everything on this. Yes. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That is not what I was expecting. Something exploded. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was called Explosion in the something or other, right? What was it called? The Explosive Events in the Forest Cabin. All right, let's check the door lock here. The door is unlocked. I think that's what we're supposed to gain from that. We can't click it, so we'll find out. Who is this? This guy looks like a brawler. He's got a bat, a club. I love how this music is like a variation of one of the previous scenarios. It's a little more mysterious and quiet, kind of like nighttime. Aha, so the door was busted into. It must have been busted into from this direction. Even though the explosion, so this door was already open when the explosion happened. He must have busted into it maybe with this. A shard of a vase. Okay, so this vase exploded. And out came... Whoa. There must be more than one golden idol. I don't know. A small weight is tied to a pulled down lever at the back of the idol. So this code must be to cause an explosion, and somehow this weight was triggered. Does this say 16 on it? Can't tell. That's so interesting. I don't want hints. No more hints. I just wanted to see if I could turn off the those check marks for a second so I could see if it said 16. It looks like 16. That's fascinating. So this, it looks like it's, yeah, it's part of the explosion, so maybe it was in the vase. What is this? He's got a tattoo on his hand. Alright, the tattoo... I don't know, it looks like needles? What is this? Oh no, they're nails. They look like nails. 2 crossed nails on his hand. Who is he? I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday at the Timberbrook Inn, and bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK. WK. Just so I can understand a little bit, I'm going out here to check if there was a WK. There was not. Do we have a WK name? Walter Keene. All right, so Walter Keene is that guy. This one. So he needed some assistance. Whoa, did you see that? You can see it all spread out. Watch the golden idol. Boom. It's like it just happened. That's really cool. Let's go back in here. So this is an associate of Walter Keene. He's got lockpicks. He's got a saw and a loaded pistol. Was he trying to somehow saw into the vase and triggered this to explode everything? What's up here? A rotten apple and a green apple. Why is this one rotten and why is that one not? Oh! There's someone hidden in here. This is creepy. A pistol loaded. He's covering his ears. He knew the explosion. Is that Edmund Cloudsley? I think it is. This is his diary. Oh my goodness. Oh, Vacuum 1, version 1. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. The sealed vessel. See, they're trying to awaken something from this demonic, like, cult. And they're going to use this idol to do so. So this is the symbol that didn't work. Obviously, both air and vessel disappeared. What is this? Okay. Oh, okay. This is maybe the vessel. Air and vessel disappeared. Vacuum 2 attempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. So this just wasn't enough. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea. It collects gold. First step, get gold by aiming at your target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. So it collects it. That's this, it collects it. And then like you can give it to something else and it gives it gold. Okay. What about food? Unknown effect. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. So he needs a dead body. Is he trying to resurrect? Did he fail? Or did he correctly... I wonder if he changed the apple from a red one to a green one. Or from the dead one to the green one, I wonder. So that's why David was asked to go get something who recently died. Okay, what is this, a guitar? Spontaneous combustion. We know about this one. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I've performed this before it. Whatever that was, I don't recall. Freezing? Freezing. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded, and the glass shards flew everywhere. So I wonder if that's just what happened now. And he used that to his advantage to avoid these people coming in, trying to steal everything. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If it is red, it is ready for input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform this input, and it will turn red afterwards. Is this like a primer input? What is that input? Because here it is, freezing the target. Did we see that up here? Yeah, it's kind of like a get ready, we're going to do this. Get ready, we're going to do this. It's like an input thing. Yeah, oh. Maybe this is like input and that one is output? Like it sucks in. Yeah, sucks in. Brings it in and then outputs. Okay. This is an output type thing right here. Okay. And this is output for spontaneous combustion. Freezing, it brings in. Okay. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger. That's interesting. And how long I've performed the setup, the freezing beforehand. Interesting. All right, so I think I understand the idol first, and I think that's what we can fill in over here. But I think, do we have all the words? We do. Let's go here first. All right, this shouldn't be too bad. All right, is there an input output thing here. I think increase and decrease go here. Now let's just double check. And now that I know those words, let's go back and look at at what it is. I think this is increase and this is decrease. It's like increasing what is inside of it, perhaps. So increase, decrease. We're going with that, but we could swap it if need be. So increase is the one with the dot. Yeah, okay. So increase, decreased. This is like some... I think it's air. So like increase air, decrease air. That makes sense to me. I didn't pay enough close attention. Here's the exploded one. That's the double square one. Exploded. Let's double check these other ones. Unknown effect there. That's not the one we needed. This one. Oh. Then that one might be exploded. What was the double one? Vacuum. Attempted with this input and an indefinite period. Decrease the amount of air. So that might be air. And what was that? No, that was air. Wait, let's go back and look. So I put air for that one, but air was kind of on both of them. Heat. That might be the one that's next here. Let's do heat. Because that actually might be it. If I remember right, heat. I think this is maybe heat, like hot air. Hot air. Increase hot air, decrease. No, increase hot air. I think that's hot. Heat. And what's this symbol? I don't remember seeing that one. And that would also... that would swap my increase and decrease one. I think this just exploded with freezing water in a sealed bottle. Gold. Okay, gold, gold, gold. Get gold. Increase gold. If we go off that, then it's going to be increase gold, decrease gold. So maybe that is increase, which I think is what we had. Yeah, increase, decrease. And this is gold. Here we go. Let's see. Ah. If anything, I would swap these two. These two? I guess matter could be something. Don't make this easy, do they? So matter, is there any, where did I pick up the word matter? It must have been in this first one. It decreased the amount of air. So that's, all right. Now I'm thinking it's decrease. It's so interesting. Does it mean decrease what you're looking at, or does it decrease the amount from the idle or in the idle? It really made it look like that was decrease and increase. Aha, we're getting closer. Gold we know for sure. I think those are going to be correct. So exploded air. Unless this is heat. No. Matter? Air. Let me look one more time at the exploded and the air one. Because right here we have this. This increased or decreased this. It seems based on this outcome that it increased something. So let's take a look here. Increased. Explosion? No, I bet it increased. No, that's not right. That's probably heat. It probably increased matter? No. I mean, that really feels like explosion to me, but that also doesn't feel like what it's intended to do. It's combustion. It's not, oh, we're just going to create an explosion. It's almost like a technical thing. Techno speak. Where's your hair, buddy? Did you sacrifice your hair to some demon god? What in the world? I think matter must not matter right now. Unless it is this one, matter. This is air. It's totally air, but this is also not air. Vacuum 2. Air and the vessel disappeared. Oh! So that's matter actually disappeared. That might be matter. And that's air. Let's try that. That sounds right. So matter would go here. And that's air. Okay. We already had air there. Since it looked at the vase, I thought maybe I could put vase there, but I think that's going to be matter. No, wait, no, these two are swapped. There we go. All right. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, matter is here and air is here because the vase actually disappeared. Okay, great. We filled that in the optional one. Let's move on to these people. Oh my goodness. Well, we know this is Edmund Cloudsley. I feel like this guy has to be the Walter guy. Walter Keane. He just looks like the picture. I remember seeing... Was there evidence that that wasn't him, actually? Yeah, there's evidence that that wasn't him on him. No. That's gotta be him. I love the atmosphere out here. Oh my gosh. I just want to hang out outside. Why are there hats like this? There's 4 names here, but I don't remember there being 4 bad guys. There's this guy. And these 2 guys. That's 3. And then this guy. And a scarecrow. Is this David Goron? It is. That's David Goron, so let's put him there. Because he was sent out. He was sent out to do something, and he failed. He didn't get the corpse. It was a scarecrow. All right, and then this shouldn't be too bad, actually. Lucia, I Shouldn't say that now. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's Lucia Smith. We got Little Pip here. The dog's name wasn't Black Beastie, it was Golden Doubloon. And now we just got to get these two guys, which shouldn't be too bad, because we have their descriptions in the other room. Let me take a look at them. I feel like Hardy Abe has to be one of them. We don't have anyone entering through the chimney. They entered through the door. Oakwood Gang. I'm gonna say Jack Nails because he's a picklock. And Hardy Abe. I don't know. Let's take a look over here. There was no lock picking, I don't believe. Looks like they just busted this door down before and then tried to tamper with this. He's got a club. He's got a lock. Oh, he's the lock pick. Okay, so a lock pick and a club. All right, so then over here we have the lock pick's dude's name. Jack Nails. I'm loving this music. Jack Nails. And this person had a club. Was there anything about this? A brawler. This makes me think of a brawler. It's either... I bet it's Hardy Abe. It's got to be Hardy Abe, the brawler. Oh my goodness. We'll get there. Hardy Abe. First try. First try. Yes. Oh my gosh. That makes me feel good, but I'm scared at this next one because these are all optional. But at least we know the characters and I kind of know what's happening here. I feel like I know this scenario a little more clearly than the others. Some of the whys I don't know. If it asks about why here, we'll see. All right, so-and-so needed a blank. So-and-so, along with accomplices, delivered a blank. Okay. Let's start with Edmund Cloudsley. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Where's the corpse? Okay, let me just read ahead actually. So-and-so, along with accomplices, delivered a blank. Upon entering blank blank, suddenly blank. Blank blank. Meanwhile, blank blank the amount of blank in a sealed blank. When blank and blank entered the room, the blank blank and killed them both. All right. This is our test. The end of chapter 2 here. At least so the colors help a little bit. So we got names. So they delivered a coffin. The only other thing that it could be that they delivered was... Oh no, that's it. That's got to be it. So I think it's going to be David Goron, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. I don't know. I bet it's this. I mean, was that where it was delivered from? It seems like it. It's kind of right by the door. What did you have to say? Okay. Meanwhile, blank 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 the amount of blank. What is the blues? Oh, this is so helpful. The colors are helpful. Suddenly It definitely exploded and killed them both. Upon entering blank blank suddenly blank. Clubbed. He was clubbed in the head, right? Or was he shot? Let's go see. The man is breathing but appears to have lost. I'm going to say he's been clubbed. The other option that would be there is... So we know that's Club David Goron. The other option is stabbed, but it's across his head. He's knocked out, so he clubbed David Goron. All right, I think I'm very confident about everything so far. But I've been that way before. Meanwhile, so-and-so... Air. So on the idol, what does it say? Increase air? It's definitely air. Yeah, increased the air. Excuse me. Yeah, so that is... Okay, all right. So he increased the amount of air in a vase. In a sealed... Wait. No, that doesn't work. Wait. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. Increase the amount of air in a sealed vase? And then the vase exploded. I don't like having vase there twice. But we're going to do it because that is what exploded. And it wasn't the matter, because we have matter as that. And that wasn't on there. That was not on there at the time. Okay, and it's blue, which means it's done. It's ready for the next input. Okay, Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. So-and-so, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, so-and-so suddenly clubbed David Goron. Who was the brawler? Who was the brawler, dude? This dude. His name's Hardy Abe. Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Goron. Meanwhile, so-and-so something the amount of air, increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. I really think the first person up here is so-and-so delivered along with... Yeah, because David Goron's... Okay. We know this David Goron, right? Yes, we do. Okay, all right. So then that means we know that Walter Keane and his handsome little crew... Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Goron. Meanwhile, so-and-so increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. That's the other dude. Jack Nails, because he is the closest to it, and look at that, it's killing him first. Jack Nails. When so-and-so and so-and-so entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them. Oh... That's where it's going to trick me a little bit here. I see what they're doing. Something is not as it seems. Aha, she was aware. That's the thing. She was aware of what Walter Keane looked like and everything. So maybe she went in there first, triggered it. Yeah, that makes way more sense. He's hiding. He's hiding in here with a gun. He knew it was going to happen. All right, so we're going to change that around. Jack, nails. We're going to double up on Hardy Abe. I think what's her name increased it. Either that or it's Edmund Cloudsley. I'm really praying that this is it. Lucia Smith, come on, baby. All right. So it's not that. It's maybe Edmund Cloudsley. Yes! Wow. Okay, the scroll has been fulfilled. Yeah, why would... Thinking back, why would he let Lucia Smith have control of this idol? Okay, the scroll has been fulfilled. No hints accessed. Yes! To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. I wonder how he got that information. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. Interesting. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, that makes sense, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Amazing! Oh. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's Wait, go back. It's too fast. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master Lord Edmund Cloudsley got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died, bless his soul. He's lying. Thanks, David Goron. Fix it, man. That's David Goron with the head wound and his dog. Edmund Cloudsley lives. But he's trying to kill him off. Interestingly, oh yeah, there's the scarecrow. Interestingly, if we go back to this scenario one more time, I would just like to point out that he was a part of this cult thing. So maybe if Edmund Cloudsley and him got to know each other, it'd kind of be okay. Maybe they didn't know they're part of the same... Well, I don't know if Edmund Cloudsley was actually part of this cult, but Sebastian, his brother, probably was. And maybe he's trying to just take everything that his brother wants, or had, before he died. Wow. Okay, let's return to scenario. I think we can hit next chapter. I'm so glad that one didn't take me 2.5 hours, like the last one. So, yeah, that was a really fun one. See, I loved that one. I love that one so much. I think it's because, I mean, maybe it's because I was going more methodically through everything, one at a time, trying to understand. And we have a little bit more context with all the characters after how much time I spent studying the last one. Let's hit next chapter and just get a little peek at what's next. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Chapter 3. The Ascent. Oh no, I see some dead bodies. That's going to be interesting. Well, we will do this next chapter next time, or this next scenario, scenario 7, next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned in a couple days for the next one. See you then. Bye.